On today's show, we are talking about, excuse me, I've got a dry mouth right now. We need some milk in the studio. All right, we are talking about the Lexington Firefighters Festival, and the Kentucky Lottery has a new way to play.
Yes, they do, but first, here's a look at what's on. Wildfire concerns will leave some 800,000 people in California in the dark starting today. After days of warning, Pacific Gas and Electric started cutting off power to customers across northern and central California starting just after midnight. PG&E hopes to prevent wildfires during extremely windy and dry conditions. Experts say the conditions being forecasted historically have led to catastrophic wildfires. The areas affected include parts of San Francisco, Oakland, and San Jose. PG&E has activated its Emergency Operations Center. It's open 24 hours a day. And an official says the company understands the inconvenience of this massive shutoff, and they don't make or take this decision lightly. The power outages will come in stages and depend on the high winds, and they could last for 5 days or longer in some areas. Now, this comes after criticism of PG&E. It was found responsible for last year's Camp Fire, which killed 85 people in California. The utility has agreed to pay billions of dollars in damages. So major inconvenience for hundreds of thousands of people, but they're doing it for safety reasons.
Right.
So hopefully this will prevent the wildfires that they've been dealing with.
Certainly don't want another issue like they've had in the past, so I think this is probably just their contingency to not have that again going forward. All right, have you ever left a job because of a bad boss?
Ooh.
Well,
I wanted to at one point.
Haven't we all, right? A recent study by Robert Half shows 49% of people say yes, they've left. 51% say no. 54% of young adults from 18 to 34 say they've quit. 49% of adults from 35 to 54 years of age have quit, and 41% of 55-year-olds have said they've also quit because of a bad boss. Cities with the most and fewest workers who have left bad bosses: Sacramento has had the most number of workers leave. Minneapolis has had the fewest of those workers. So,
have you ever had one?
No, I've gotten close. Don't get me wrong. Right. There've certainly been some, but no. I stick it out. I think that philosophy, things will get better, and just hope for the best.
Yes.
Make a good situation out of a bad one.
I don't know, but sometimes, and I want to start this story by saying it has nothing to do with my current station, but that I had a boss at one point who it was so bad that I was this close, and fortunately,
what made you stay?
He was actually moved to another place.
He got out of there.
So yes,
so you had. Oh yes.
But but it's hard though when you're going to work, and you have a situation where you don't want to be there every day, and it just makes it tough. So
there's just so many other things that can go into it too. So it's like if they got to take the good,
you have to weigh the options, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So I get that.
Well, dog owners have a new way to match their pets. H&M has launched a collaboration with heritage label Pringle of Scotland. It includes dog versions of sweaters. Check this out. The collection is classically British in style with Highland Argyles, Jacquards, and Fair Isle knits, and there are dog versions to match the two human-sized sweaters.
Isn't that great?
It's just, that's cute.
I think it's a little overboard, though. I'm just saying. I think that.
Oh, I know a lot of people who would totally do this, though.
I know, but come on.
Yeah.
Maybe for Halloween. Like, I'd match my pup for Halloween, but that's about the extent I
do matching costumes, yes.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun. All right, one of the hottest video games in the world with nearly 250 million people playing it. A lot of children are obsessed with Fortnite. Maybe it's even one of your own. Fortnite's publishers, Epic Games, is being sued over claims that the game is as addictive as potentially as harmful as cocaine. A Montreal-based law firm has launched the class action lawsuit on behalf of two parents that claim that when a person is engaged in Fortnite for a long period, the player's brain starts to release the pleasure hormone known as dopamine. And that Fortnite was developed by psychologists, statisticians, and others to develop the most addictive game possible. An Epic spokesperson said the company does not comment on the ongoing litigation. The company has had 30 days to respond to the lawsuit.
My son is addicted.
I was about to say, do you have a
yes.
child who is addicted? I've never played this game.
Yes, I mean,
I don't get the appeal of it.
I never have, and he says he loves it because you play it with your friends, and they, so they're at their house, you're at your house, and you're playing over a headset. But I will tell you though, I mean, there are I had to put we have to put time limits on it. And it's also something too where if my son ever gets in trouble, the first thing, like I hang this over his head for everything. It's like, John, you do that, you're losing Fortnite for a week. And all of a sudden, that takes care, and that tells you he's addicted, if that's the way to get to him.
Oh my goodness, yeah. So if you did not cut him off of Fortnite, how long do you think theoretically he'd play?
We did the rule an hour a day, but if he gets in trouble, it'll be like he loses it for a week, and
a week?
So yes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I would
we
never
don't mess around in the Palumbo household, but I worry about it though, because I believe there is some truth to this.
Oh, absolutely.
Because it's
and it's not the only thing. You can get addicted to anything that's not necessarily drugs, as harmful as, YouTube or something like that, where you're just, there will be hours that go by that you don't even realize, and it's because it takes over your brain.
And if you're really competitive and you want to win, and it's just,
it makes sense.
It is.
All right, Tesla owners may soon have cars that sound like horses or goats or farts. CEO Elon Musk tweeted his company plans to launch customizable horn and movement sounds for its cars. Movement sounds are artificially produced noises electric cars have to make to help warn pedestrians that they are in motion, since they run so quietly. Most manufacturers opt for a futuristic whirring sound, but Musk wants coconuts, goats, and flatulence. The coconuts are a reference to a scene in Monty Python and the Holy Grail, you might remember, where he's banging the coconuts together, were used to mimic the sounds of the horses trotting. As for the farts, it's unclear the exact nature of the gas Musk has in mind.
I guess that the sound will get people's attention.
I guess it almost not worth thinking about, but the eccentric executive also says he may give owners the ability to upload their own sounds for the car's horn.
Well, at least, if you heard something like that, it would,
Listen,
give you a smile, you laugh, be like, oh, where'd that come from? And you could just say, oh, it was my Tesla.
You heard that coming down the road.
or they're backing out the parking lot, and then you could just be like, oh, it was the Tesla.
Yeah, I would move I would move clear across the road if I heard that coming my way. So I think it's a great idea, just to be able to hear fart sounds in your everyday life.
Blame it on the Tesla.
That's it. You have an excuse now.
Yes. Well, this next story is nuts. Literally. Holly and Chris Persick of Pittsburgh say squirrels stuffed more than 200 walnuts and tons of grass under the hood of Holly's car. Check this out. If you think the engine looks more like a nest, that might have been what the squirrels were going for. It appears they might have been stocking up for winter. Holly discovered this stockpile Monday while she was driving. There was no damage to the car beyond it needing a major cleanup, which took a while.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
It almost looks like a little pumpkin patch, but whatever they were putting in. What is that? What are those little things?
The walnuts?
The walnuts?
Yeah.
Those look really big.
In the grass? I know.
And
how did they get all of that under there?
Squirrels are crazy sneaky. They can fit under all kind of things. So
that's impressive.
That's really impressive. All right, Jared Leto has lost his head, literally. Earlier this year, the Oscar-winning actor, I can't read when I'm looking at that, collaborated with Gucci for this Met Gala costume. Leto pretended to clutch a decapitated head that looked like his own. But now the Suicide Squad star says the head has gone missing and he thinks it may have been stolen. The Italian special effects firm Manicarium is responsible for the creation. They told the cut that the decapitated head clutch cost more than $11,000 to make.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, wow. Leto jokingly said anyone who may know about the head's whereabouts can, quote, bring it into your nearest Gucci store in exchange for a pair of dirty sneakers. I don't really get that.
Why would you steal it?
About?
Although if it was $11,000 to make, I guess maybe they could turn around and sell it on eBay.
Did the thief leave dirty sneakers behind whenever they stole the head? I don't get that part.
Oh, look, there's Miley in Happier Times. With her ex-husband.
I don't know. I'm still focused on the head.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, well, zebras' striped coats may help prevent biting horsefly attacks. Past studies show flies are less likely to land on black and white surfaces. Researchers believe it's because the light distribution can mess up the fly's perception. So to test the theory, cows were painted to look like zebras. Then Japanese researchers counted the number of bites. They found black cows painted with white stripes experienced 50% fewer fly bites. The research is significant because biting flies interfere with cows' grazing, feeding, and bedding. Researchers say cows exert a lot of energy by grouping together to to ward off the flies, which increases their risk of heat stress and injury. So the new study could be key to improving their health and benefiting the economy.
Oh, those poor cows.
No, interesting though.
Yeah, I mean, in the realm of science, I'm glad that we had to hurt a few cows to get these biting flies or whatever. But I mean, why put the cows through that? That's so upsetting.
I don't know.
I need an answer for this.
That's one of those.
I know.
We'll never know.
That's it.
Well, here's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and it's in honor of college football's 150th anniversary. How would you like to stay overnight in the Goodyear Blimp?
I would.
I think that would be actually pretty cool. The
Yeah.
iconic airship is synonymous with Saturday game days, and now for the first time ever, Airbnb is offering fans the chance to spend the night in the blimp while it's grounded in Mogadore, Ohio. Only 3 separate one-night stays will be available for purchase. 2 guests can stay in the blimp at a time for $150 a night. The prize pack also includes tickets to see the University of Michigan and Notre Dame game later this month and gear to cheer on your favorite team. Opportunities to book will roll out on Airbnb's website on October 15th. And to score, Airbnb suggests fans keep their eyes on the listing all day. I'm sure that will go quickly.
Oh,
it's cool to see
absolutely.
the inside of the blimp, though, because you never see that.
You
just
always
see it up in the
up
sky.
in the sky or up on, it's always on the TV. It's real big or whatever, but you never get to see the inside of it. That's cool. Yeah. But there's some really interesting Airbnbs out there, I must say.
Yeah, they did Downton Abbey.
Downton Abbey has one. There is a fire lookout tower in Oregon that you can go stay in. I mean, you have to be able to climb up the stairs, but if you can go, the view of all the valleys and the mountains, it's all really cool to see.
It's a cool way to let people go somewhere they wouldn't normally be able to go.
Absolutely.
Well, the Lexington Fire Department has a really fun festival coming up this weekend, and it has a serious message.
It's a community event, and everyone is invited. It's On is next.